Hey yo, it's Brian here. Today, talking about the San Francisco 49ers. In this one, talking about expectations for this team in 2021. I've seen a lot of you guys comment saying that we're going to win at least 13 games. Everybody's in that consensus. I haven't seen anything lower than 13 games. For me, I was a little bit conservative. I said 12 to 13 wins. And yeah, let's just talk about that. Why do they have so many high expectations? And can they get to that point where they're at least 13 wins for this regular season? I hope you guys are having a great Wednesday. Nothing too crazy for me. Just pumping all these videos out. I've been enjoying doing this, and I hope you guys been enjoying listening to me. Edge to edge prediction videos, they've been great. They've been a success. So thank you guys so much for commenting, getting engaged. I think that's just been a lot of fun with you guys. I'm hoping to see more Detroit Lion fans. So if you're a Lion fan, please comment on those videos. That really is cool and helpful and awesome to talk about other things besides 49er football, right? I do love me the 49ers, but I like to talk about other teams as well. Let's get this video started, but before I do, as always, please like and subscribe. That's going to definitely help me out a lot. Click that bell notification to get notified of future videos. Share this content with fellow Niner faithfuls. New podcast if you guys want to check it out. Link will be in the description below. TikTok page if you want to follow me there. Link will be in the description below as well. Let's get this started. 49ers expectations for 2021. As I mentioned, as I alluded to earlier, 13 wins at least, 13-4, 14-3. I lost track with the 17 games on how many losses and wins that is exactly. It's really confusing. But anyways, I think you guys get the gist of it. I mean, that's enough to probably win number one seed. At least I would say to win 13, 14 games. But, we have other teams like everybody in the NFC West, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, even the Green Bay Packers. Those teams that are vying for the number one seed, and as you all know, last year was the start of only number one seeds getting home field advantage throughout the playoffs. Everybody else has to play in the wild card round essentially, which I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it, but hey, I mean, 7 playoff teams, I'm pretty sure they can make it work, and it pretty much worked for the most part last year in 2020. But 49ers, I want them to get the number one seed. I think that's the best option for them, and this is the team to do it right here. I know Tampa Bay, everybody has them going to the number one seed. I mean, I don't see anybody else having anybody else number one in the NFC. You might have the Rams occasionally. I saw one with the Packers, but I saw none with the 49ers. So, I mean, this is a lot of hefty stuff. People are expecting Tampa Bay to essentially repeat as Super Bowl champions. Do I think so? I hope not. I do love me some Tom Brady, but I love the 49ers even more than Brady. I got to pick the 49ers big time. I'm always going to be rooting for them no matter what, even if it's somebody that I like Tom Brady. But anyways, 49ers, the expectation's really high. I think we all know that by now. They have a pretty much complete roster. I think this year they have a bigger advantage of having training camp, off-season programs, preseason this time. I mean, everybody just missed preseason for years now, but now it's a little bit more useful since it's a great time for players to actually play against other teams and get used to playing football again. We saw in 2020 it was absolutely disastrous with no preseason play and a lot of injuries happened. The 49ers probably got hurt the most, but other teams like the Dallas Cowboys, the Baltimore Ravens, they also got hurt with the injury bug because of last year, and having preseason, all that stuff really helped out a lot. 49ers, I mean, the roster looks better than ever before. Is it better than 2019? I don't know yet. I hope so. I am missing some people from 2019 that I love, like Emmanuel Sanders. I miss him big time. I'm hoping Mohamed Sanu can really fit that role as a mentor, which I believe he's doing a great job on. I think all the 49er younger players are really buying into his leadership and mentorship. That's awesome right there. Jimmy Garoppolo, he's probably in his A game more than ever before. I mean, 2019, he had to prove that he could play football, which he can, but then 2020, expectations were just awful because he got injured and everything like that. It was glass man Jimmy Garoppolo. Now 2021, he has to deal with injuries, but also he has a quarterback that they can go to if he messes up or unfortunately gets injured. I hope none of that happens. I want the 49ers to win the Super Bowl with Jimmy G because I'm still a huge fan. I've been very public about that. Some of you guys probably hate him. I'm pretty sure most 49er fans that are on my channel love him, but I know some other 49er fans are probably like, oh, you guys start Trey Lance, you have to give him a chance. But, I think the 49ers, they're going to approach it like the Patrick Mahomes, Alex Smith situation and just let it be for a little bit. And can Kyle let Trey play? Probably a little bit when it's garbage time or something like that. But for the most part, Jimmy will be the hands-on starter for the 49ers like every other year, assuming he stays healthy. That's just a big deal right there. But, with somebody looking over your shoulder, that's a very big threat to your starting job. You better perform well right there, Jimmy. So I think he's going to live up to the expectations and try to minimize mistakes, get as many touchdowns, make a lot of plays. That's the big thing right there. And that's all you can pretty much do as a quarterback. He has a very good team around him, as you all all know, running game, I think it's almost number one in the NFL in terms of a system and being able to get rushing yards. Well, maybe the Ravens with Lamar Jackson, but I love the 49ers rushing game, definitely. And the guys that we have, like Mostert, new guys like Elijah Mitchell, Trey Sermon, even JaMychal Hasty, second year, that's going to be awesome right there. I cannot wait to see what they do. Receiving core, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk. As long as Deebo Samuel can stay healthy, I know I've said this so many times, beating a dead horse about this, but if he can stay healthy, this offense will click, this offense will get going, because he is the biggest difference maker in this whole offense right here, I believe. And when he's on the field, we most of the time win, but when he's not, we definitely don't win at all. He's guy to give the 49ers offense the big jump start of what they need, and he does everything from the receiving game all the way into the running game. That's why he's my favorite receiver, even over Brandon Ayuk. As much as I love Ayuk, he's more probably the NFL prototypical receiver. I just love what Deebo can do everywhere, and he is the guy that I love in the receiving core right now. So if he can stay healthy, then everything work out well. But he's been injured for the past year now, so I'm hoping that's not going to be a big issue for him this year in particular, but we'll see then. Samuel, the big man for this offense. As you all know, George Kittle, Ross Dwelly, those guys, they're very important as well. The offensive line, they have to do a much better job of protecting Jimmy G this year in particular, because last year was absolutely terrible. Him, Nick Mullins, and even CJ Beathard, they were running for their lives most of the time, and we could always blame those quarterbacks, but at the same time, you need a little bit of protection. And you saw the Super Bowl last year, Patrick Mahomes, no offensive line, everybody getting hurt at the wrong time. Absolutely terrible, and they couldn't really do anything in the Super Bowl against that daunting Tampa Bay defense. That really means a lot to have an offensive line. So, that's me right there, but offense has a lot of expectations, and Jimmy Garoppolo is the big man to lead this 49er offense into victory, I hope. Defensively, expectations are high yet again. I mean, for the past couple of years now under Robert Saleh, he made this defense top 5. Even last year when everybody was injured, everybody was out, they were top 5 in yards allowed, which is just absolutely amazing. Just the coaching acumen of Saleh, and I hope he does a really good job in New York. Should go to the game against the Panthers this week on Sunday, but unfortunately I'll be in California, so I'll be definitely watching that game, rooting for Saleh, because he was a great defensive coordinator here. You look at top to bottom as well, defensive line all the way to defensive back, it looks stacked, it looks loaded. DeMeco Ryans, I think the defense is going to be clicking under him. He's been in this defense for a while now. I'm pretty sure he didn't change too much on this defense. Maybe he added some things, a little spice to his style, but for the most part, I think this is going to be a great change. It might be even better. We'll see. I don't want to say anything too crazy. I don't want to put too much pressure on DeMeco, but with the defense that he has, he definitely deserves a little bit of pressure, because it's a very stacked defense, and I hope they can stay healthy as much as they can. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. I mean, I'm talking all about that. And also special teams, that's another underrated thing we don't talk about. Mitch Wishnowsky, I think he's going to have a great second or third year in the NFL. Robbie Gould, he's always the reliable guy. I mean, that's all you can say, all reliable Gold. And when he kicks, it's always striking goal for the most part. And yeah, there you have it right there. Coaching, I'm a big fan, as I said, with Kyle Shanahan and DeMeco Ryans and all his assistants under him. I think they're going to do a great job in particular this year. I'm going to end the video right here, you guys. Please let me know what you guys think about the expectations for the 49ers. I mean, big wins. A lot of you guys have already predicted at least 13 wins from what I'm seeing. Some of you guys are even saying 16-1 and 17-0, which is absolutely crazy. But you never know. With the NFL can be a crazy animal, and anything can happen to 49ers that have the capabilities to go 17-0. But do I want them to? Of course not, because that's too much of a pressure thing in the playoffs. And if they mess it up, losing the first round, God forbid, then it would be a big disappointment right there. So I prefer them to win about 14 or 15 games this year. I think that'd be a good compromise right there. Please like and subscribe. That's going to help me out a lot. I hope to catch you guys up tomorrow on a Thursday, if not a Friday. Tomorrow I'll have an interview with Ruthless Sports on his channel. I'll probably put a link in the description on my community post tomorrow if you guys want to check it out. And I'll catch you guys up then. Bye, guys. I love y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your night. Go Niners all day.